That's what it sounds like.
It really does. Hello, everybody. How's it going? My name's Paul. I'm with the Dicey Review, and I'm with my brother David tonight. David, how you doing?
Hello. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing really well. I'm doing so well
Good.
because tonight we are playing Imperial Settlers. Wait, hold on.
Oh, wait.
We're not playing Imperial Settlers. Oh, no.
What's happening here?
We're playing a game with dark, scary people everywhere and all kinds of post-apocalyptic craziness.
That's right.
But that's okay.
Couldn't be more excited.
That's okay because this is a fantastic game, and we haven't gotten to play. Yeah, it is dark and scary, Eric. I'll have you know, the Captain Link. Which, by the way, hello everybody. Sorry for being rude and not saying hello and welcome to everyone. Welcome to all the people watching the stream right now. Welcome wherever you are joining us from, whether it be YouTube or Twitch or the other ones. Welcome, Twitter. Yeah, Periscope. Facebook. All the things. Welcome to everyone. If you get a chance, retweet this or like it or share it, however you want to do that. We would love to have more people come and hang out and have a really good time. Also, we're playing 51st State for the first time on the stream. And I think that this is a game that could use some more love because it's a lot of fun, which you will see very shortly. But David, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited. This will be my first complete play of 51st State, which is going to be great. I'm reading the chat here. Not as much as Imperial Settlers, though, but the rest of the house love 51st Days more. Yeah. I'm already seeing some things that I think we were talking about this just before we started. I'm already seeing some things that I think I'm going to like better about this game, and I already see some things that I like better about Imperial Settlers. So I think there's going to be room for all of them. So I know. This is I have played multiple partial plays of this game and never completed one. So
it's a really weird thing, when David gets to the last round, he gets to 24 points and he says, "You know what? No, I refuse. I'm not going to finish this game."
No, it's actually been multiple weird things that happened where it's like ran out of time and then, didn't ever come back to it. And then one time I was playing with a group of other people and they were like, "Yeah, let's play 51st State." We started playing it and then like halfway through they're like, "No, let's play this instead." I'm like, okay.
And I quit. Okay, cool.
So I was like, all right, cool. Let's pack it all up then. I guess we just set it all up for nothing. Cool.
Well,
so
yeah, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. We could probably talk after the game is over about kind of our, which one we like better, what the differences thematically and the mechanics that are different, what looks different in the game. And that'll be really cool. Oh, Rays. You know what, Ben? Okay, so Von Rummel says Paul Rays yet? Here's the thing. I told him on Twitter earlier that we are going to be the first people to play a pacifist version of 51st State, where we drive past the other person's encampment and we're like, "Look at all that gas." That's okay. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe some other time I'll steal your stuff. No, this is a very conflict-heavy game. There's a lot of raising, so I'm sure some of that will happen. And I'm excited. We're going to get down to the table and talk about the differences a little bit in gameplay. So we'll tell you a little bit about how this game plays, and then we're also just going to kind of get in and play and have a really good time. So we will do that presently. All right. Well, we're at the table. We're ready to go.
ready to go.
We are ready to do this. So, 51st State is an awesome game. It was the first kind of game in this engine of the Imperial Settlers kind of mechanics. And Imperial Settlers was actually developed off of this game. So it's similar in a lot of ways, but there are some differences that we can talk about as we play. But in general, this game is very similar to the Imperial Settlers lineup. You have a faction a state in this a group in this new post-apocalyptic world in the United States, and you are trying to develop that state into a thriving wasteland of a faction and score the most victory points, because that's what matters in this world. Oh yeah, the playmat is nice. I would like to mention that this can be yours for the cool price of whatever it is on Portal Games US website.
Yeah, go check it out. I think they're on sale right now, actually. So definitely go check it out. But I had my playmat in the other room, and I totally forgot until Von Rummel mentioned it.
Oh man,
that I didn't get my playmat out.
I almost
but
said
I'll just
something.
play on my. I know. If you had said something, I could have got it, but you didn't. You're a terrible host,
dude.
I'm just kidding.
You should get it, and I can talk a little bit about the differences of the game.
I can't get it now. The bedroom is being used for counseling purposes.
All right. Translation drugs. We know what you're talking about. All right, cool. So we're going to get right into it and play this game.
And hi, Sam. Sam said hi.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Sam. Hello, Sam. How are you doing? Welcome.
And the Moloch are coming. The Moloch are coming. Day of the Moloch, September the 5th, coming up this Saturday. We are celebrating the day the Moloch invaded, according to the Neuroshima Hex lore. We're doing a bunch of stuff on Twitch. They're announcing some things. There's going to be a couple of big things happening, actually. So definitely follow us. Come hang out with us for that this Saturday. I'm going to get crushed at Neuroshima Hex because I'm playing against the captain.
Oh, you serious?
He's going to crush. Oh yeah, we're playing Troglodytes versus Moloch.
Ooh.
And I think I'm playing Troglodytes, and I'm gonna get smashed, and it's gonna be good. Eric's doing some stuff with Marty from Rolling Dice and Taking Names, and
Z Garcia, right?
Yeah, we got there was Z Garcia. I'm sorry, not Marty. Z Garcia. Yeah, with Z Garcia. So he's doing some stuff with Z. We're doing all sorts of cool stuff that's coming up. So come hang out for that. Yeah, the captain is going to have a great day on the 5th. He's going to get to play against me in Neuroshima Hex, number 1, and he's going to get to hang out with Z Garcia. So he's going to have an awesome day. Hey, Ruby, what's up?
Hello, Ruby. Yeah, we have some really cool stuff coming up for the Day of Moloch. So we did a poll on the Facebook group to see which game you'd want to see us stream tonight. And since it is the week of Moloch, I did put out that option of 51st State, and it won by a narrow margin. Just beat out Rise of the Empire gameplay. So we'll probably have to get back to Rise of the Empire in a couple weeks. But this week we are playing 51st State, and I'm super excited. I'm playing the University faction, and David is playing the Appalachian Federation.
Yep, that's correct.
Fantastic. Okay. So
because they're yellow, I always play yellow.
Yeah,
always.
The university's green. There's not actually a green faction in the base box. So this is a promo that you can get, and these are still available to buy for the game. So we're gonna get into it, though. We're gonna get right into it. This game is similar to Imperial Settlers and Imperial Settlers Empires of the North. We are racing to get 25 points on this board. The first person to do that triggers the end of the game. We are going to have a lookout phase, a production phase, an actions phase, and a cleanup phase, very similar to both games. And the actions that we can take are very similar to Imperial Settlers with a couple of changes. We have access to cards that we can interact with in 3 different ways. So you can either build them, raise them, or make deals with them. And there is no faction deck in 51st State. So that's one big difference. It's all common cards. But for instance, with this card right here, which is one of the 4 that I'm keeping, you can build it by getting rid of contact tokens that are gray, equal to its cost. So if I got rid of 2 contact tokens, I would be able to build this into my empire. I can make a deal with it by getting rid of blue contact tokens equal to its cost. So those are a thing that we can also get. And then you can also raise it from your hand and get what's in the spoils field by paying red contact tokens, which we can also get. And buildings that are in each other's empire can be raised by our opponent. So instead of paying the distance cost, though, you have to pay the cost based on where it is. So there are 3 types of cards in this game, just like Imperial Settlers, the base game. There's production, feature, and action locations, and they have ascending costs to raise. So productions are 3 to raise from your opponent, or features are 4, actions are 5. The other main difference is you can develop cards, which will come up. We can talk about that during gameplay. And then we also have these contact cards. Not sure what I think they're called contact cards.
Yeah, contact cards. Yep.
Connection cards. That's what they're called. These are called connection cards.
That's what I said. Yep.
And you can come and get these connection cards by spending 2 workers, and then you can play them later to get cool stuff. So let's see here. They are similar to this. 51st State is the awesome Genesis game. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the game that kind of started it all. So I'm very thankful for this game because it made Imperial Settlers happen, which is the best game ever. Sorry, Eric. Von Rummel. This is Mary's game. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Ignacy is the designer, and his wife Mary loves this game and is apparently really good. So Ben's excited to play her. I would be a bit intimidated to play her, but I'm hopefully one day that'll happen.
Yeah.
If this pandemic ever ends.
If there's ever a time where people get together in person again in the history of the world.
All right.
Contact cards too. Yeah, good. I'm glad not the only one that call these contact cards.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, it's the contact tokens. That's why I got mixed up.
Yeah.
All right, so you should go first. Let's do our.
Right.
Let's do our.
We do lookout, right?
We do a lookout phase. So the way that we're going to do this, since we're playing remotely, is Dave is the first player, which means he's going to draw 3 cards from his deck that he has in his location, and I'm going to draw 2 and pick one. Since that's kind of how this normally works, is you get 3 or 2 to choose from, depending on your player order here. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one. And then I draw 2 and you draw
3.
Wait, how are we doing?
Yeah. So then I would get first pick.
You'll draw 3.
Yeah, so I'll draw 3 and keep 1.
I'll draw 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. That one's good for late game. Ooh, that's really good. Okay, yeah, I'm keeping that one.
Ooh, I'm keeping this one.
Don't forget to get your star item. What's your star item? Ruby has me intrigued.
I'm not sure what star item is.
I don't know. I'm not sure what the star item is. But if we're missing some awesome bonus that we get to start the game, I'm going to be peeved. I thought we got everything set up. Oh well, if we realize starting items, gotcha. Yeah. So we.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do our.
Now we do production.
Yeah, we're gonna do our production. So now we get our. So that's the first. We do lookout phase. Now we do production. So this production works similar to Imperial Settlers, the base game, where you produce what's on your board. And you also have actions on your board that you can do. And most of the actions in this game can only be done once. So like on my board, I have 3 actions. They say spend 1 to get something, spend 2 guns to get something. You can do each of these actions one time. So like for David's, his faction board gives him 3 separate options on his actions that he can do. He can do each of those actions one time, but then once they're done, they're done. And then you can also spend 2 workers to get stuff as much as you want, similar to the base Imperial Settlers. Oh, that's no problem, Ruby. That is a good reminder, for sure. Man, I got a lot of cards, and that's good because cards are tough to come by in this game.
I produce cards, which is unusual. I'm not used to that, so
yeah,
I'm like, all right, it's pretty great.
I do as well.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, so we've done our lookout. We've done our production. It's time for actions. And David, you start us off.
All right. So I want to the first thing I want to do is build and then I'll have to get card clarifications on a lot of these guys since I haven't seen some of these cards.
That's
Um,
fine. I'll probably tell you the wrong thing, but
cool.
I'm good at
I'm
sounding
glad.
confident, so
That's good. I mean, that's the most important part.
that's what I'm finding out
Um,
in my corporate job.
so
He sounds confident. You're right, buddy.
I want I want to spend a gray token to actually I want to spend a gray token to build um Sharash,
Ooh,
and
that's a good
that
one.
is yeah, it's an open production of a universal connection token, and it's a building bonus of a connection token. So I get 2 universal connection tokens for building that guy.
Yes, you do. I also have a similar card, and by similar I mean an identical card, which I will also build. So the one thing about this is I'm paying 1 contact token to build it, getting the same thing. So since we are playing remotely, we might have some times where we have similar cards, and that's okay because it's a big deck with a lot of cards, so there are multiple copies anyway. But there may be a situation where we have 2 of the same card, and I apologize if that throws the balance off. I don't, Don. So this is okay. I'll do a slight rabbit trail because this is like the biggest kick myself in the pants moment where I got this game. I pre-ordered it because like I'm all about Portal. Anything that comes out, I'm pre-ordering it. So a couple years ago, whenever this game came out, I pre-ordered it. I got the extra factions, the Texas faction and the Hegemony faction, and they came in and I like sleeved the game. I got it set up. I kind of tried to learn it, but I never really did play it, and it just sat there. And then so my buddy Colin, who worked for Plaid Hat, was like, "Oh man, I love that game." And I was like, "Well, I'm thinking about getting rid of it because I just never play it because I loved Imperial Settlers so much." So I gave it to him, and then I learned it again and played it and liked it, and so then I had to buy it a second time. But I lost out on the 2 faction boards as you get those pre-order bonuses, and now they're not available. So yeah, and there are 2 expansions that come in the master set box. Those are different cards that you can shuffle in. We're just using the base 51st State
Yeah,
cards,
yeah.
so because we're noobs.
Noobs. All right. This noob is going to build a camp with one of my. Actually, do I want to build a camp? Let me see here. That's good for later on. Um, yeah, I want to build a camp. Um, and measles with gas masks. We need to play the expansions. The allies are great.
Oh,
Meeples
that's
with gas
right.
masks. Yeah,
That's right,
exactly. Yeah,
Eric.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the pre-order version, you had screen printed meeples. Oh my gosh, that's a good point, Ben. He says that Ignacy needs to get this on Tabletopia. I am loving that they're getting all of their games on Tabletopia, and I think that this one is a really great game. And a lot of people, like a lot of content creators, a lot of personality, like board game personalities, like the theme of this one better than Imperial Settlers. So I
Yeah,
don't know, maybe a good
yeah.
option.
So I built a camp here. My camp says building bonus. Place 3 workers on this location. Do not. You may spend them during your turn, but do not discard them on the cleanup phase. Um, does that mean I just get 3 new workers?
Yeah, you get 3 workers, you put it on that card, and normally your workers go
Okay.
away. So you definitely want to use everything that you can, unless you
Yeah,
have
but
the
I don't
ability to
discard
store it.
these guys because they have a camp.
Correct. Yeah. So so that card allows you to store some workers, and as long as they're on that card, you can keep them or do whatever. But you can also spend them from that card, like they're in your supply. So
Right.
Ben's trying to get a
Right.
new hashtag going. Need 51st State on Tabletopia Ignazi, which rolls off the tongue, I do admit.
Yeah, it's very. It just trips right off the tongue.
But what I would suggest
Trippingly.
is just make it a little bit more streamlined. So my suggestion is hashtag needs 51st State on Tabletopia Ignazi. Please give us what we want. We love you forever. Hashtag blessed. Attached at the end of that hashtag. So, and then that way it's like, nice and short, condensed.
And really concise,
Yeah.
easy to remember,
Yeah.
easy to share with your friends. Yeah.
Rodney's
All right,
promos of
that's your
friendly
turn.
local gun store. That's amazing. Well, if we found out anything from Hiroshima lately, it's that all Canadians will eventually be cannibals. So that's
That's right.
hashtag grumpy boss. Absolutely. All right, I am going to pay attention. I'm going to spend. Let's see here. I'm going to spend 2 of my contact tokens. Actually, before I do that, That wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what? I'm gonna do an open.
Oh, this is a feature.
I'm gonna do an open production. So I am sending one of my workers to your shirash. So if you want to put a worker on that building, you gain a worker from the supply, and I lose my worker
on there, and I gain a worker from a supply,
and I gain a contact token.
I am also going to do the exact same thing.
Ooh.
So you could do, because I'm just going to do that back, and I'm going to get a universal contact token.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to spend 3 of my contact tokens to build the gun shop. Now, this isn't a friendly local gun shop, gun store. This is my unfriendly corporate store, the gun shop that I'm building here. But it gives me an action that I'm a fan of, so I will build it.
All right, I'm going to build... What am I going to build? I really want to... Here's what I want to do. I want to build the corner shop, which is going to cost me 1 token. And the corner shop is an action which lets me spend a worker and a gun, fuel, gear, or brick to gain 1 point and may be activated twice.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Here's what I want to do. Oh, JG Brune. Jeremy's here, joining stream late due to class.
Woo-hoo!
Any chance for like a 10 to 15 second recap of what type of game this is? So yes, I would absolutely be glad to do that, Jeremy. This game is 51st State. It is a post-apocalyptic version of Imperial Settlers. So it kind of draws mechanics from... This was the original game that Imperial Settlers was based on. So it's kind of the same type of thing. We're building out factions. We have 3 locations: production, features, and actions. And but it's in the world of Hiroshima instead of Imperial Settlers. So it's like I'm playing the University faction, where my guy's like a scientist with a robot arm, and David's playing the Appalachian Federation, which is a new state that's kind of being created in the Appalachian Mountains area. Eric, you know more about that. Eric in stream actually lives in that area of the country. I'm not 100% sure what all is encapsulated in the Appalachian area. So, Wisconsin, maybe? New Hampshire? I don't know.
I don't think you're correct.
New Mexico?
I think it's more Arkansas,
Quebec?
Tennessee.
Is that part of the Appalachian part of Canada?
Kentucky. Yeah,
just say Kentucky. They're the Kentucky faction. Sorry, Don. I'm being ridiculous on purpose. I promise I'm not that bad at geography. All right. So it's my turn.
Build my corner shop. It's your turn.
It's my turn. I'm going to spend 2 workers to gain a connection card, not a contact card, a connection card. And I think I'm going to get the merchants. So the merchants are now off the table.
Darn it.
And I get 2 blue tokens for that. Oh, no. No, I don't. I just gain that card in my hand. I have to play it to get the stuff.
Gain the card in your hand, yeah.
That is right.
Yep. And you know what? Since I have so many workers, I'm going to go ahead and take the red one before you take it.
You going to take the punks?
I'm going to take the punks.
A bunch of punks. All right. Well, that one's gone. All right. Well, let's see here. I'm running out of stuff that I can do because I didn't produce things that I need. So I think what I'm going to do is I have access to... So if I get 1 more worker, I could get a card or a resource, which would be desperately needed for me. So let's do this. I'm going to play my merchant's card and get 2 blue tokens for my action.
All right.
Oh, man. Cabin Con would be amazing.
Cabin Con. Dude, I was just thinking about that. And after this stream is over, Paul, we got to talk about it. I have a plan.
Okay.
So we got to do a cabin. We got to do a cabin con. We got to make it happen.
All right.
I know just the place. So
Appalachia. The Appalachian Mountains.
That's right. The Appalachian
in Quebec.
Mountains.
Let's go there.
It's actually not far from the Appalachian Mountains, but anyway, we'll talk about it later.
David, we can't drive all the way to Canada.
Paul, you need to learn your geography. Come to Indiana. Yeah. We'll come to Indiana. That'd be great.
That would be cool.
Woohoo! That would be really cool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I lose these guys, but that's okay because I'm going to use them regardless. I'm going to go ahead and gain my 2 red tokens. So I'll make my discard pile there and gain my 2 red tokens.
Jeremy says FriendCon 2.0, which would also be very amazing. We had a very small get together FriendCon earlier this year before everything got real bad in Texas. And it was amazing. It was a lot of fun.
It was amazing. We need to make it happen.
All right, let's see here. So it is my turn.
As a person who's driven to Indiana, trust me, I know. I've seen that corn. I've seen it.
Look, okay, I like their music just fine, but I'm not going to watch them for days. And I don't care if I'm driving, if I'm flying. You can't make me watch Korn for days, all right? I like other music.
Oh, Paul.
Oh.
You're the living end. Is there anything you won't say?
Yeah, I won't say his name, he who shall not be named. I'll only whisper that. Voldemort. All right, so I'm going to spend... one token, 1 blue token to make a deal with the archive. So when I make a deal with the archive, I get a worker, which I'm a fan of because I could use that worker. So that's my turn.
All right.
Okay, Jeremy. But do you like their children? Oh, no, I don't, Don. No, I'm not a fan of their children either. Their music or their children. You know, I just have to stay away from Korn with a K as much as I possibly can at this point. Did they sing Down with the Sickness?
I love how everyone's just like, David has no chance.
No, Jeremy is thinking that if I play Imperial Settlers, I always win, which is not true. I've lost on stream.
You always win against me. You've only lost when I was ahead of you in our Rise of the Empires game. That's the only time.
It's not true. This probably just wasn't logged. And I will also say, Jeremy, that no, I do not feel confident about my chances to win this game because I have not played it nearly as much as Imperial Settlers, so I'm not down with all the strategies in this one, but I do like it quite a bit. So I gained a worker on my turn.
All right. So I spend a brick and discard a card to upgrade one, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Or just I discard one of the cards in my empire?
Yeah, so if you have a card in your hand, this is one of the major differences between Imperial Settlers. You can develop cards, is what the action is called. So if you have, there are tags on cards. So like, for instance, this is a card that I have in my hand. There's a gun and a bullet tag on that. So if I have that card in my empire, I can build a card from my hand that has a similar tag and kind of like replace the card out in my empire. So what David's doing is he has a card in his hand that matches one of the tags in his empire. He discards a brick, and when you develop, you get a point, and you build that new card, and it activates. Yes. So David is first on the board.
So I am developing... Oh, this starts at 1. I'm at 1. You're at 0.
Paul will lose because he doesn't raise. That's probably true.
I'm developing the corner shop into an assembly plant. So I feel like that's a much better, I feel like that's quite an upgrade.
Talk about ambitions. I know I have a pizza place. I think I want to build, I don't know, a car factory. Let's do it. Sounds logical.
Let's turn it into one.
All right, so I'm going to spend 2 of my workers to gain 1 resource. And I think the resource that I'm going to gain is a gear. Because if there's one thing these scientists know how to do, it's turn gears into full built locations, which is impressive.
Well, what do you have in your top row right now as far as spoils?
Spoils? It's the Shirash, so it's 2.
That's all you have?
Yeah, that's all I need, man.
Well.
This guy's a rat that's wearing an Obi-Wan Kenobi hood. You think I need anything else?
Trust me, I know, but I might raise it.
Well,
because I can.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, would you?
Yes, I would. And if you can, then I'll eat my hat. And I'm not even wearing one.
Well, I'll spend these 3 red tokens that I have here, and I'll raise your Shirash.
He called my bluff. He very well could do it. Darn! All right. So I get whatever's in the deal field, which is a multicolored contact token, and then you get the spoils.
2 multicolored contact
Here's
tokens.
my multicolored contact tokens here.
And you also get a ruins.
That's true. I have a ruin. David wins. Wait, that's the winning condition? Raising once? Dang it. I severely misread the rules.
Best.
Here I was going for
This game
points.
is awesome.
All right, so I'm going to spend this gear to gain 2 contact tokens. So I've used my action down here.
All right. I'm going to spend my 2 contact tokens to build my rubble trader. My rubble trader is going to come in handy for me since I produce bricks. He lets me spend bricks to get points.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
All right, well I'm going to build my camp. So I'll pay one of my contact tokens here to build my camp, and I get 3 workers on this building. Oh no.
All right. I'm trying to decide. I can keep 2 of these workers on this building and spend 1. I think I want to go ahead and do that and gain. I can gain a resource or a card, and I think the thing that's going to be the most helpful for me right now. Well, I could turn a brick into a point, or I could get a card, which would be good.
Both of those things would be amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and trade in 2 workers.
That's a feature, not a production.
Yes, I did the same thing.
My bad.
I'm going to go ahead and trade in 2 of my workers for a brick, and we're going to just go for points.
All right, that's not a bad strategy. I'm going to build the arena, so I'm going to spend 2 of my contact tokens to build the arena. And the arena gives me a gun for every gun tag in my empire, which I currently have 2, so I'm going to gain 2 guns.
Ooh.
Gun 1 and gun 2, am I right? I do not work out, so please. All right, I've done my action.
All right, I'm spending a brick for a point.
Most obnoxious thing ever. All right, so that takes you to 2.
Yep, I'm at 2.
Sweet.
You'll never catch me.
All right. Well, for my action, I'm going to spend 1 of my workers and 2 of my guns to gain some points. Boop, boop, boop.
Is that 2 or 3?
3 points.
3 points. Dang it. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to. Which I have a way, but I got to figure out a way to get me some gears because I got my assembly plant lets me turn gears into points.
This is the way.
This is the way. All right, I think I'm gonna pass.
You're gonna pass? Sweet.
Oh, after I'm done with that, yeah.
Okay, so I am going to. What else can I do? I could get some contact tokens, which would help.
Yeah, you got that.
I could make a deal, which would help as well. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend the 2 workers from my camp. Actually, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one. Okay, I'm gonna spend the 2 workers from my camp to get a brick. And then with that brick, I'm going to upgrade using my ruins and build the boiler room. So the boiler room is, I'll get my point because upgrading is good. And then, or developing, whatever it's called. I'm going to get 3 workers, 2 for my production and then 1 for my building bonus. I'm going to spend 2 of those workers to gain a card, I think. And then, oh man. Ah, crud. Okay, well, this would have been nice to have a second ago. All right, I think that's all I can do. I've got one worker and one blue contact token that I didn't use. Although I could, you know what? Instead of wasting this contact token, I'm gonna make a deal with this construction vehicle to get a gear, and then the gear will, unfortunately, I think, go away because I don't really have a way to spend it because I've already used the gear to gain contact tokens on my player board. So I think that's all I can do. Gain my gear, and then that's all.
All right.
All right, so this stuff goes away during the cleanup phase.
And I don't lose anything because I was optimally efficient.
Tokens, yeah. Discard everything. Any face-up connection cards. All right. So unfortunately, I lose all my stuff, but that's okay. I was able to get some stuff out. We get new connection cards, so the ones that I drew are thugs for red, and then merchants for blue. So David and I are having to play. We're playing remotely.
Match. Yeah.
So we're having to make sure we have the same things. And then anything you use to activate cards that goes away. And then now we start off again with our lookout phase.
And you'll draw 3 this time, and I'll draw 2.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I will. Ooh, that's good. I like that. I like the look of that. 2 to gain 2. Maybe that's pretty good too, but I don't really have a way to make bricks right now, so I'm going to do that. And then second lookout phase, I will draw 2, and David, you draw 3.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to keep. I'm not getting enough production. See, I'm having a problem. I want more production.
Yeah. So these are the 2 I kept.
All right.
Nope. I'm getting blocked there. Just in case anybody's wondering.
All right, we'll go ahead and do that. That'll get me some fuel.
And now we do our production.
All right.
Get 4 workers, a gear, contact token, and 2 cards.
You get 2 cards? Dang.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I do. I get 2 cards. And then I also get... Oh, man. Yeah, buddy. Get some workers. And I also get some guns. I'll take it. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
All right.
So I get first action this round. And I think first action I'm going to spend 2 guns and a worker to get some pints. Pints.
All right. You got 3. 1, 2, 3. Dang it. Man, you're just pulling so far ahead with that card. I just need more production.
It was in my opening hand, and I just decided to go for it.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of the gun strategy.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build my docks, which is open production. It's a gear, and it's an open production card.
Nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and spin that to build that and get a gear.
Okay. I'm going to build the... All right, I'm going to spend a gear to gain 2 contact tokens from my factions board action there.
All right, I want to build... well, this would be 1 right now, but you know what? Actually, what I want to do is build methane storage. It's a feature. It works just like the camp, but for fuel.
Ooh, nice.
So it gives me 3 fuel that I can store and use later.
Okay. All right, I'm going to spin 1 and build the construction vehicles, which I got to be honest with you. I'm looking at these vehicles. They do not look like they're built for construction. They look like they are built for gruesome murder. I will show you. Now tell me what part of that vehicle, other than that one conveyor belt, is used for constructing. That is a people-killing machine. It's got spikes all over the wheels. Come on.
Hey, you don't know what type of construction they do.
We construct using human skulls. It's very efficient.
Using flesh and bone.
All right, so as a reminder, David, I have two open production locations. One of them gives you 2 workers, and one of them gives you 1 contact token, 1 gray contact token.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the one that gives me 2 workers.
All right, so you spend 1 worker to get 2 workers.
Yep.
I gain 1 worker from that, which I won't sneeze at. What are your? Do you have any open? You said you had 1 open production for a gear, right?
I have two. I have one for. I have Shirash and I have Docks. So I have a gear and I have a.
Shirash is a good one.
Yeah, it's.
You know what? I'm going to use that. I'm going to use 1 for Shirash and get a multicolored contact token.
Get me a token or a worker.
Yep.
All right. I need contact tokens. I can make deals, but all my deals. You know what?
I do have some contact tokens available for Raisin. I have 1 production location that would give you 2. I also have an open production location that would give you 1 gray one.
Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have any tokens to raise right now. But my open production, I want to use your one. You said you have 1 other open production.
Yeah, that gives you just a gray contact.
All right, I'm doing that.
Okay. So I'm going to spend 2 contact tokens and build the church.
That's just points.
The church is a feature for points.
Oh man, you're just running away with this. Let's see here.
Can I do that? I don't know. Whoa, that's really good.
Dang it.
David's having a crisis, a decision to be made.
I'm having a crisis decision.
While David is having a crisis decision, how's everybody doing? Y'all doing good? If you have any questions, post them in the chat. Say what's up. We're glad that all 13 of you are here. Hopefully y'all are having a fantastic evening here in the sweltering armpit of the United States in Texas. We are actually experiencing a cool front, which is great.
We are. So it's only like 78 degrees. So it's amazing.
Practically winter out there. 78 degrees. Let me go grab my parka.
And for those of you who might be watching from Europe, it is averaging about 34 degrees Celsius here for the last couple of weeks, just to give you an idea of what we're dealing with. So it being down from that is...
And I don't understand Celsius, but I'm sure that 34 degrees is enough to cook a whole chicken in an hour. That's about how much I understand Celsius. So,
well, that's about how hot it's been here for the last week or two. So, all right. I am. Well, listen, I've had to deal with this because I now speak with people in Poland on a semi-regular basis, and so they're like, "Oh, it's so hot here. It's 31 degrees," and I'm like, "Well, gosh, let me go do the math."
Yeah.
And so I have to go do the math, and I'm like, "It's 34 here. What are you talking about? It's not hot there. 31 is like not even that hot." So I've had to do this because I now speak with people in Poland who complain about the heat, and when they complain about the heat, their heat is, let me tell you, it's not Texas heat. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Yeah, we have a special brand of misery here in the southern U.S.
Yeah, we do. All right, I'm going to, as much as I don't want to get rid of any of my cards. Oh, you know what? I'm going to spend 2 workers to get a card.
Good call.
Yes.
Jeremy said, you said any questions. So what would you say the Russians' view of American media portrayals of Russians on TV was during or before the 50s? If you can, please phrase your answer in the form of an 8 to 10 page research paper with footnotes. Pass.
Paul's going to get that to you this week.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll send that. I'll send that right over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
All right, that's your turn.
Jeremy, you being in school, having all these assignments that you're having to do right now. All right, I will take my turn. I will spend 2 contact tokens.
Wait a second. I feel like Jeremy might just be trying to trick you into doing one of his assignments.
Yeah, exactly. For some of his general studies that we heard about on our last D&D session with Jeremy, that were like the most specific topics you could ever hear of in your life.
Hey, Paul, what's up? Welcome.
Whoa.
And yes, we're glad to have this game in our rotation.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Well, so Paul voted on this, so you helped make this win, Paul. So good job.
Yeah. All right, so you spent 2 contact tokens and built a thing.
I built another church. I built the Second Baptist Church of University Faction.
Good grief! You're just running away with points. That's all right. I'm going to spend a brick and discard a card to gain 2 gray contact tokens. Discarding a corner shop because I don't need that, at least as far as I can tell, because I've got a plan here. I've got a fuel plan here.
Nice. All right. Do you have any more open production locations?
Yes. Which one did you use? Sharash, right?
I did use Sharash. So which other one do you have?
I have the docks, which produces a gear.
A gear. Okay. A gear. I don't need a gear. But I could do with a deal, maybe. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Crud. I could spend... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 2 workers to buy the thugs. So I have bought the thugs. Look out.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to thug it up.
I got to get rid of some cards real quick here.
Thugging it on up. just like Jeremy in Animal Crossing. He sent me a message one day and was like, man, I am clamming it up in Animal Crossing. Which for some reason was one of the funniest things he ever said. Man, I am just clamming it up over here. And I was like, you know what? I'm thugging it up all day. I've got heads on a spike. Sure, that's not legal somehow, but whatever. In this crazy world,
it's probably legal. I'm gonna spend.
Yes, Ruby, I can now use that. So this is one of the big differences in the connection cards here. You spend 2 workers to gain the top one. Once the top one's gone, it's gone. And then you can spend it from your hand to do a cool thing. So this one gives me an ability that I can do.
Yep, and I'm going to spend a 2 connection tokens to build an oil trader, which lets me spend oil to gain points.
Oh, man.
Maybe activate it twice.
Okay. I'm spending 2 workers to get a gun.
All right. I'm going to spend 1 connection token to build my convoy, which lets me spend oil or fuel to gain connection tokens, blue connection tokens.
Ooh, nice. All right. Well, I'm gonna play this connection card. It says spend 1 gun to gain 3 reds. So I'm gonna do that.
All right. I'm gonna activate my oil trader twice with the oil from my methane storage and get 2 points.
Ooh, 2 points. All right. All right.
Got to start catching up.
Well, I'm coming. I'm coming for your Sharash.
All right.
With these 3 tokens.
Go for it.
So I will get just 2 multicolored from that.
See if I care. Yep, and I get 1, right?
You get 1, and you also get it stays in your empire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm finally going to do what I was going to do then. So I am going to
Well, that was your action, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Is it cool if I take a turn?
Don, you should see if your doctor has anything for that shirash. It's very true. Yes, I apologize. You can take your turn. I was just on. I'm in my head about my strategy now. I'm just raring to go.
Yeah, no, I get it. You just want to cheat.
Preferably.
Um, let's see here. I'm going to spend 2 workers, one from my camp and one from my board, to get a gear.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to spend 2 of my tokens to build the
Yeah,
museum.
the Moloch, the Moloch expansion is going to be very, very good.
Oh my gosh. Yes, absolutely. 1, 2, 3. So my museum comes down. It's a feature that gives me points for all of my church tags.
Oh, great! You get 2, right?
I got 3, so I'm at 14.
14. Okay. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're going to just destroy me here. This is terrible. It's terrible, I say.
I don't like what you're doing with all your fuel over there, honestly.
Well, it's a limited time thing. Um, all right, I'm going to spend a worker and 2 gears to get 3 points
Whoa. Okay.
at my assembly plant.
I've got you at 7. Is that correct?
Yep,
Okay.
that's correct.
You're correct on screen. All right. Well, I'm going to spend 2 workers to gain a card and see if I can do anything because right now I am just not. Well, actually, I guess I could. You know what? Instead of doing the card, I could spend my 2 workers to gain a gas tank. So I'm going to do that. Back to you.
I'm seeing if there's anything I can do. I don't know that there's anything I can do. I've got 1 worker and 1 universal contact token, and that's all I have, which
Yeah, there's
sucks.
no open production over at my place right now.
Okay. Um,
Yeah, the Moloch expansion is going to be cool, funky. Semi co op. It's going to have all kinds of cool stuff going on.
you know what? This is max 3. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend, because I don't want to lose it. I'm going to spend my connection token to make a deal with my oil um, my oil rig and go ahead and get a fuel.
Okay. I'm going to spend my fuel to gain 2 blue contact tokens. Yeah, Ben, that's a good point. We do need to look at alien artifacts. I'm going to keep trying to kind of post things in the poll or post polls in the Facebook group each week, and I'll try and throw in some random choices from time to time just to mix it up because I'm sure everybody doesn't want to watch Imperial Settlers every week, although I would gladly play it every time. But give some options from time to time for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna lose this fuel, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass. But I can't do anything with it. I mean, I can gain contact tokens and then lose those, but there's no point in doing that.
Okay.
But I'll go ahead and pass, so you can't mess with me anymore.
All right. I'm gonna spend 2 of my blue contact tokens to make a deal for a card and hope that I draw something I can use. Let's see. Luck of the draw here.
Oh, you know what?
Whoop.
I cheated. So instead of passing, I'm going to spend my fuel here so that I have a blue contact token so that I can afford to make that deal that I made.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because otherwise I couldn't have afforded it because I was making a deal like Imperial Settlers with just spending 1 contact token.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
But I needed to spend 2, but I had a way to get 2, so I wasn't technically
Holy
cheating.
cow. What a deal. Well, the deal that I made drew an assassin. That costs 1 contact token, which I am definitely gonna build. The assassin, and he gives me 1 gun. It is 1 open production gun, so if you want to access that assassin, you can. I can't really do anything with that gun, however, so I'm going to immediately lose it because I'm going to pass.
All right.
So we're on the cleanup phase. The new connection cards are merchants for blue, and then punks for for red. I like how apparently it's I don't know, like dads from the '60s who were living in this world. Look at those
you punks.
I'm surprised the blue cards aren't hippies. Look at those hippies with their Mad Max face masks. Back in my day.
All right, I'm drawing 3 cards here.
Oh yeah. So look out. I'm gonna go 2.
Oof. All right, gun shop. All right. Spin all right. 2. Okay.
Righteous.
Deserted colony. Spend 1 to gain 1. Oh, that's really, really good.
And then I draw 3 second time.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to keep.
Ooh, that's not bad either. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, this might be
okay.
This might be pretty
yeah,
good.
Keep that one. All right, I've looked out. Have you looked out?
I'm not done yet, man. I'm beleaguered with choices. I think I'm going to do that though, because that's going to be a 3-point card. So then I'm drawing 2 and keeping one of these 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I want to keep
I'm
that.
going to go ahead and start producing here. Just cause. 3, 4 workers.
Okay.
And this is a good game. Dadgummit, I'm getting hooked on this game.
Yeah, it's really good.
Gear. Card. 2 cards and a contact token. Alright, let me see here. 2 workers. Things are happening.
Not enough. Not enough things are happening.
Some things are happening.
And a gear. Yeah, for you.
3, 1 contact token, and 1 more gun. I'm done. I'm done skis.
It's going to be an embarrassing loss at this game, but that's okay, because like I say, I've never really played a complete game, so I'm going to count this as my first one, so it's fine. It's fine. No, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
You get to go first in this round.
All right, I am going to... Boy, can I not afford to discard cards. I'm going to go ahead and build scrap metal, which gives me 3 gears to place on this card. It's another feature. So I've got 3 gears on this card here that can be spent at a future time.
Don is giving you the advice to, quote, raise the snot out of my area.
Well, I would love to, but that would require a lot of contact tokens, which I don't have access to right now. Although Paul does have a open production that lets me produce a gun, so I can use that gun to get a couple of red contact tokens. But getting contact tokens is really hard. I just haven't gotten a lot of production for them.
All right, David, is that your turn?
That's my turn. I got 3 scrap metal on my... I got 3 gears on my scrap metal card here that I can use.
All right, I'm spending my work. 1, 2, 3. I'm spending my gun shop guns in person to activate and get some points. Don makes a good point. The churches, these religious U.S. Statue of Liberty tags can definitely add up. There are cards that trigger off of those. I don't have any currently, but they do exist.
All right. I just gained 3 points by spending a person and 2 gears.
So what are you at right now?
I'm at 10.
It's like Santa Claus in the M&M's commercial. They do exist. Anybody else remember that? Anybody? All right. Nobody? Okay.
No.
Boo. You hear from across the internet. All right, I'm spending one gear to get 2 contact tokens for my board.
All right.
Ruby has a question. So I will tell you, Ruby, the Mississippi and University boards are available right now. The last I checked, they had them at the Portal Games US store. They also have them on the BGG store. That's where I got them. The Texas and Hegemony are not available right now, which is a bummer because I don't have them, and I would love to have them for faction options.
All right.
Don, quit giving David tips. We don't need your advice in here.
Yeah, I know. The problem is I just don't have a way to get guns is my problem.
Which is really ironic because we live in Texas.
Yeah, it is ironic. I mean, I literally could walk down the street and buy 5
I could go pick a gun off of the tree in my front yard. We grow them here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't have a way to do it. I mean, I don't have a way to do it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog is so loud. I apologize.
All right. You have an open production for guns, right?
I do. I have an open production. You can come and give the assassin 1 person, and he'll give you a gun in exchange.
Good. I'm taking that gun.
He's dead to me, Don says. All right.
Don, I'm trying my best here. I'm getting guns in every way that I know how.
All right. I'm going to spend 3 contact tokens and build a gun shop.
You got another gun shop. Ugh.
Ruby, if there are many things that we are, and silly is definitely one of them. If you hung out with me and my brothers at Thanksgiving, it's annoying and funny because you won't get a word in edgewise because we just stand in a circle and say a bunch of inside jokes that we think are hilarious.
Yeah, he's building another one, Don, and I am losing horribly, but I have to discard a card, and I don't want to discard anything, but what other open production do you have?
So I have 2 more. I have one that gives you 2 workers, and then I have one that gives you a gray contact token.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get 2 workers. So that just makes total sense because that's a free action.
Okay, so you're going for 2 workers? Yeah, that's a good point, Don. So I think Eric lives in Nashville. He says Cabin Con halfway between Indiana and Texas. Nashville's awesome. I would love to go back to Nashville. We got to go last year, awesome. And it was a blast.
It's phenomenal.
And I also love the idea of a Cabin Con. That would be amazing. Okay, if it's my turn, I am going to... Ooh, man, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do? I am in desperate need of... I'm going to spend a worker and 2 guns and activate my other gun shop. My nether gun shop.
Golly, man. Yeah, I just never got the production this game. There's no way there's no way I'm catching up. Needed to get more production off the bat, but I did not. And you destroyed my Sharash. Just like I destroyed yours. It's only fair.
It is. I mean, I did do that. I feel bad. I don't like attacking people. In fact, I think this might be the first time I've raised you in a long time.
It is. I'm trading in 2 workers for a card.
Okay.
And all right, I got a clay pit, which is great. Oh, that's a really good card for me.
Let me ask you a question. What open production locations do you have currently?
The only one I have is Docks, which produces a gear.
A gear, okay. Yep. A gear shall not help me. Man, I I need a way to get some.
I didn't produce my fuel this time for my deal.
Oh,
Sorry.
do it. Do it.
Go ahead and do that.
I'm going to spend 2 workers to get a card, I guess, because I need something to happen. Not that. That is not what I need to happen.
Oh, you know what? You know what?
What?
Here's what's going to happen. Well, it's not gonna help me this time, but it's gonna help me next time, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend a 2 fuel to gain 2 blue connection tokens on my convoy. So I've got my 2 blue connection tokens. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
And I can only do my actions once per round, right?
You can do each action once per round. Yes.
Okay.
So I'm trying to see here. I don't really want to do this. Man, this is okay. 1 and 1. Crud. Dadgummit. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 workers to get a fuel.
All right. I'm going to...
trying to think out how I could do this. Decisions.
Yeah, I'm going to discard my brick to gain 2, and a card to gain 2 gray connection tokens. I got to decide what card to discard.
Okay. While you are making that decision, I'm going to activate. I'm just getting 2 blue tokens on my turn.
All right.
All right. Would that be Captain Link's house? A cabin con. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Come have it in Captain Link's company basement where he's got his studio.
Yeah. I could stream it.
Stream the whole thing. All right. Man, I'm just doing so bad this game. I'm doing so bad. I'm going to go ahead and build the factory, which is a feature which gets me a point for each gear in my empire up to 5, which I get 1, 2, 3, 4 points for that.
What does that put you at?
1, 2, 3, 14.
All right.
What are you at right now?
20.
20. That's what I thought.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my 2 blue contact tokens to make a deal with the bio weaponry and get a gun. Oh no! Come on, work with me. Work with me. Come on now.
Cat's looking for his food. He might jump up on the table here, even though his food's not up here.
The cat just walks across, and when he leaves, there's 3 more buildings out. Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Let's see here. What to do. And I had a plan and I ruined it, wasted it. All right, I think the only thing I have left to do is spend these 2 blue connection tokens to make a deal for a brick.
I'm pondering what I'm going to do as well. With all these cards. All right, you're doing that?
Yep, I'm getting a brick. All this stuff is going to go to waste.
Okay, I am spending 2 workers to gain a brick.
I'm putting this brick down here to show that I've already done this, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Don't have a way to store this stuff, man.
Oh no, what did I do? Ah, dang it. I made a deal with the wrong freaking card is what I did. Blah.
I'm going to spend a brick to gain a point.
Okay.
Puts me at 15.
Son of a gun. All right. I'm spending a brick and getting rid of a card, and I'm going to develop this assassin into a weapon trader. That gives me a point.
All right, I think I have to pass. Oh, it hurts.
All right.
It hurts so bad.
Dadgummit. Okay. Need to pay attention. All right, I'm going to activate the weapons trader. I spend a gun to get a point. And then I'm going to spend 1 contact token to build, let's see here, my Merc Outpost. That's it. That's all I can do, I believe.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Cleaning up.
All right, going into round 4.
Yep. This is going to be the last one. I'm going to be so far behind.
The last round always has a lot of developing, in my experience.
Well, not if you don't have a lot of bricks, it doesn't.
Well, it's true. Okay, we do look out, so I'm first this round. So,
right.
Nope, not 4. I draw 3, not 4. Oh, man. Yeah, definitely want to keep that one. Yep. Yep. And then I'll draw 2 and keep 1. Brick. That one's pretty good too. Spin 1,
keep
2.
That.
Yeah, I'll keep this one. I'll keep that one.
And wait, was I first this time, or were you first this
I'm
time?
first this round.
Okay, so I'm drawing 3 on the second draw.
Dang it. Don. # Team David.
Yeah,
he's rooting against me. Oh, man.
It's only because you've beat me so many times.
That's not true.
It is
only
true.
in one
you
game.
have beaten me so many times. We discard our connection cards.
Yeah, that is true. So blue, I have Junk Train. Red, I have Thugs.
Junk Train and Thugs. See.
All right, production.
That's the last Thugs in the deck.
Where I get production, I get a gun. Gun, card, gear, and a person. In addition to 3 people here. Token.
Brick.
2 cards.
Oh, this is going to be an embarrassing. I'm going to have to play this game solo like a lot of times before we play it again.
Dude, the only... So... Okay, sorry. 2 people, and then I can only get 3. Okay, and then a token. So here's what I'll say. I have not played with the expansion decks yet, which I know changed things quite a bit from what I've heard. But in my experience, these Statue of Liberty tags were huge for me in my first play. They can get a lot of points going. The gun strategy is just happened this game. Like, I didn't see that come up at all in my first game. So I don't know if that happens every time or not.
Guns, says Don. Yeah, which, I mean, I didn't, once again, I didn't really have a very good gun production. I didn't have a lot of production at all, actually, but I should have focused on making more deals, is what I really should have done. That's definitely what I should have done.
The deals are big.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going I'm going to go for it. I'm going to build my wrecked tank. And this one gives me, pardon me, this one gives me a point for all my tags here. So I get four from that.
That triggers in game.
It does trigger it this round. It's our final round.
All right, I'm going to spend a brick and get rid of a card. Oh wait, no, you have a open production for gray tokens, right?
2 open productions. I have 1 for 2 workers and then 1 with a gray contact token. Yes.
All right, we'll do the 1 for 2 workers first, just because it makes sense.
Okay. All right, I'm going to spend a worker and 2 guns and do my gun thing.
All right, and I'm going to spend a worker to get 2 gray contact tokens.
Okay. I'm going to spend a worker and 2 guns again.
Ugh. Yeah, this is going to be an embarrassing loss. I'm sorry, everyone.
The last round, you're able to activate actions and develop cards to redo stuff. You can squeeze out a lot in the last round, in my experience.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. I didn't play this very well. I just didn't have the production that I needed. All right, I'm going to upgrade by getting rid of a card and a brick. And although I want to get rid of this and a brick, and I'm going to upgrade my Shirash Foundation. That's the word I was looking for. To a refinery, which gets me a point. It's going to give me 5 points, I believe.
Okay, so you got a point. Got a point for upgrading.
Hold on. Yeah, point for upgrading. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 total points is what I got.
So that I have you at 20. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, or if I can make this happen. I don't think I can, unless I do. Let's see here. Spend 1. Ooh, that is a possibility. Okay, I'm going to spend 1 gear to get 2 contact tokens.
All right, I'm spending a worker and 2 gears to gain 3 points.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to spend 1 of my contact tokens to build huge machinery. Which looks like this. Keep on forgetting we have the green screen camera.
Yep, I keep forgetting that I produced 2 bricks because I had a deal for bricks. But at least I produced my fuel that time, just not 2 bricks. All right, I'm going to spend a contact token to build the archive, which lets me spend workers to gain points.
Okay. I am going to spend 1 contact token to build the docks, and the docks gives me 1 gear. It has an open production, so if you want a gear, it is available.
Well, I don't want your stupid gear.
It's really good gear.
I'm gonna spend. I could spend these 2 workers for 2 points, or I could go ahead and spend the 2 workers for a card and hopefully build the card, but it's risky.
Man, I wish I had had this machinery early on.
No, I'm going to go ahead and I'm spending 2 workers for 2 points.
All right. I've got you at 25.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to spend a worker and a gear to get 3 contact tokens.
All right, I'm going to spend a fuel for a point.
All right, got you 26.
Yep.
Okay, so 1 and 2 gears. That's not bad. That's not bad. Man, how could I do this? I don't think I can. Maybe. No, I can't. I can't. Okay, I'm going to spend 2 workers. So what am I at now? I'm at 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh boy. All right, I'm going to spend 2 contact tokens rather, to build the factory, which is a feature. It gives me a point for my gear tags. 2, 3, 4.
All right, I'm going to spend a brick for a point.
All right. What to do? I will. Do you have any open production?
Yeah, 1 gear.
Oh, heck yeah. I'll do that. I want a gear.
All right, cool. I could use that worker. All right, that being done, I'm going to trade in those 2 workers for a card. And come on. Yeah.
Chameleon. Come on. All right, I'm going to spend 1 contact token to build the quarry, which will give me an open production brick.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 contact tokens to build the wrecked tank, which is my only Liberty tag.
Ooh, that's a good one.
But it's 1 point.
Okay.
1 point. But it'll technically be 2 points because it's another card.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, I'm going to upgrade. So I'm going to spend a brick and upgrade my factory into an assembly plant, which will give me a point. And that is my turn.
And I am done. I'm passing.
All right, the last thing I can do is I'm going to spend 2 workers to get 1 more gear. And then I'm going to spend a worker and 2 gears to activate, that should be down here, sorry, to activate this assembly plant for some pints. And that's it. That's all I can do, I believe.
Look at all that production you had. See, that was what killed me. My production is just nothing.
Yeah, and I don't know how the deals. I love the deals in this game because, well, we can talk about it more here in it because this is an interesting game. I really do like this game.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, my dog's leaving with his fake nails.
It wasn't an interesting game in that you ran away with it from the very beginning, but that's okay.
I drew a good direction with my guns for sure. So at the end of the game, I think it's just a point for every card you have in your state.
It is, yeah.
So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm at 56.
Oof, embarrassing.
What's your finish?
59.
59?
It's crazy.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I finished at 40.
40.
Yeah. Yeah, so you beat me by 16 points. Ugh.
I will say.
Ugh. That's horrible.
Don says, I do prefer Imperial Settlers for the way it's 2 points per faction card. Yeah, that's... So, I don't know. This is tough.
Faction cards are nice.
Like, the more I play this, there's 3 kind of variations on this system now. There's 51st States, which was the 51st State, which was the original. That's the race to points, and it kind of has a bit of what Imperial Settlers does, but there's no faction specialty other than like a couple of actions. Then there is God, Riley's so loud. Then there is just base Imperial Settlers, which has the cool like faction locations that can kind of be protected, which I like. But that one, the more I play base Imperial Settlers, the fact that you just have to kind of build and it takes a little bit longer in a full 5-round game, I actually am really liking the race to points. It's a bit more streamlined, so like I'm preferring 51st State and Empires of the North. And then you have Empires of the North, which is great because it kind of combines that race to points, but it has the action wheel and still has the faction decks that kind of give you some flavor. So this is tough. Like I don't know, it's kind of a toss up which system is my favorite right now. I think it may be Empires of the North right now.
Yeah, I think overall Empires of the North is probably my favorite one at the moment. But I gotta play this game some more because, like I say, this being the first game that I finished of 51st State, I really like this. I like this game, and I actually want to see how the solo game plays because I'm interested to play this
I
solo.
haven't played this one solo
So
yet. I read the rules, and it seems pretty cool. It seems pretty cool. It's a bit more. It seems a bit more aggressive than Imperial Settlers with the attack deck. It's based off of
yeah,
you still get raised, and I think it's based off of tags if I remember correctly. I may be wrong on that, but yeah, this one would be fun to play solo. And I also want to explore the different expansion decks that are in this, the New Era and Winter decks.
yeah, yeah,
Seem like they had some cool stuff. I think those are the two that are in the box: is New Era
yeah. New Era
and
and Winter.
Winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the two. Those are the two that are in there.
I also have the Allies expansion, I believe, in that box, and then the Scavengers. I need to find that one. I need to find the Scavengers, and I need to find those two player boards, and then I'm caught up until Mullet comes out. But
Yep, yep.
thanks. That's our playthrough. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. Had a lot of fun playing this. This was a fun kind of change up from
Diversion.
what we've been doing. Yeah.
You know what I got to say? One thing about this game is that it's cleanup is real easy because you just do this and you put all your cards back in your deck and then you're done.
That's true. Yeah.
Boom. Cleanup done.
Yeah, that is true. This one, I also more with the Sharash. Yeah, the Allies expansion. That's the one that you can get particular tokens for different. I think you can get like particular tokens for different factions, and you can use those to do certain things like build cards or discount cards. I can't remember. I read the rules through that. I read through the rules on that one too, and it seemed interesting for sure. See you later, Ruby. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the chat. And if not, we'll sign off here pretty quickly.
Thanks, Jeremy, because I really need a win. I mean, I'm really down. I'm really down on these civilization building games against Paul. It's terrible.
Look,
it's terrible.
All right. This is not. I don't know. I think it's just because we keep mixing up games. That's what my in-laws always told me. They're like, we never play the same game twice. We can't learn the system. I'm like, yeah. You know what?
I think
Cult of the New.
think it's that you're better at these type of games than me, and that's fine. That's okay.
Man.
I mean, I can get better. And that's
I don't know that that's true. I mean, the Imperial Settler system is one I've just played a lot, so like I love this system. But like when we play games like Scythe or Wingspan or like some other engine building like Race for the Galaxy, I feel lost on some of those games.
Oh man, yeah, but you still win, like, a lot of the time. So you say that, and it's okay. I'm okay. I'm not competitive, so it's fine. I play the games for fun. I had a good time. I enjoyed playing it
as well.
I'm not upset that I lost. I'll hold it against you until you die. But I mean, other than that, it's not. It's not a big deal.
I'm not put out at all. I may be swatting your house as we speak. I'm ordering a glitter bomb to be mailed to your address. It's been fun having you around as well tonight, Don. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Thanks for hanging out, Jeremy. Thanks, Ruby. Sick the dog on him. Yeah, I'll send Riley at you with his fake nails.
I'll sick Bannock on you with his old 12-year-old self. He'll come and get you.
He's bigger. He's bigger than Riley.
He is bigger than
Riley. Does not care to defend me. He would lift his head up off the cart and be like, I've still got food in my bowl. I'll be fine. I'll survive until Lacey gets home. Kill him. Just kill him.
Just go ahead and take him. Yeah, my dog is in the background looking very ferocious.
Oh yes, he's looking like he's on the prowl for something. He's up to mischief.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true, Don.
No, look, we're not going to make these dogs fight. We're just going to make them defend us against our own brothers.
Defend us by attacking them unprovoked. All right. Well, everybody, we hit 100 chat messages today with our Restream chat. So Congratulations! You all get a kudos point. You all get a Shroot nickel. Spend it
That's
wisely.
right. Everyone, save them up.
And
You can use them in the future.
thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. We're gonna sign off, but we will be back 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from now,
Yep.
streaming more, streaming something. We may stream some Empires of the
Whatever.
North.
And yeah, and keep in mind that Paul usually puts up a Facebook poll. So if you want to go vote, go vote. If you have a particular game that you really want to see, definitely go vote in the poll because we'll play whatever you guys want to see most. And this was the game that went out this week, so we'll play more 51st State. We'll play Rise of the Empire. We'll play whatever you guys want to see the most. So go vote for what you'd like to see, and you can influence. You can play us like puppets in a string. Play whatever game you want us to play.
We will play what you want. Yeah, like you can add options too. I always say at the end of the post, add an option if you don't see something you like. If you want to see alien artifacts, we are down to do a teach and play. Absolutely.
Yep. Absolutely.
And yeah, absolutely. Come hang out, and also put comments down on the poll if you want to hear certain things discussed. I know last week we discussed our favorite decks in Empires of the North. And I was trying to think of something we could talk about in between the game, but I figured since we were going to kind of be potentially learning it a little bit, that we would hold off this time. But yeah, we would love to kind of discuss things in between rounds. If y'all want to hear about a certain topic or hear about a certain strategy or something we like about the game, absolutely, we would love to do that for you. So,
Yep.
So come hang out, come interact with us at the Facebook group. Join if you're not already a member. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. And also, don't forget this weekend, the rise of, Day of Moloch. We've got a lot planned on Saturday. I'm going to be streaming.
Yeah.
I'm going to be streaming the Convoy app. I'm going to be playing that one solo. So,
Oh yeah.
so GG.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose drastically. I've played a little bit, and the outlook when I shake that old Magic 8 ball is not so good. Based on my current plays. So come watch me lose miserably and come hang out. Dave is going to be playing some Neuroshima Hex. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. We're going to have Z Garcia hanging out. I believe we also have somebody else. I want to say that, is there another like celebrity person hanging out at some point?
I can't remember. I've got to look. You know what? I can actually look. This is engaging. I'll look and see what the schedule is. Our schedule looks like it is. I might have gone back too far, so I might not. I don't know.
Well, all day Saturday stuff's going to be happening. So hang out on the Portal Games US channel, and we'll be around.
We got Z Garcia and Eric, top 10 favorite armies for Neuroshima Hex, which would be great. Oh yeah, Marty from Rolling Dice and Taking Names. That's what I was thinking. They're gonna do a Neuroshima Hex for beginners gameplay.
That's what. Okay.
So come watch Marty and Luke at. I can't do the time zone calculations in my brain right now.
What time is it?
But 10 p.m. CEST.
So that's 3 p.m. our time, I think.
Central time, yeah.
Central
so we're
Standard.
starting at,
because it's 7 out. We're 7 hours behind. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 p.m. So we start at 3 p.m.
Fantastic.
Alien artifacts would be good. Yeah, we'd absolutely do an alien artifacts. Go vote on the Facebook poll.
Yeah.
Like I say, we'll eventually get to it. We'll eventually get to it for sure.
I'll put it up as an option this time, and if it gets voted up, then we'll play it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a play map for that one. I'll bust it out. Luke hooked me up.
Yeah, I've got a play map for that one too. That one as well too. Plus also, and in addition to.
All right. Well, awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. We're going to go ahead and log off.
Yep.
But yeah, come hang out with us this weekend, and then we'll see y'all in a couple weeks.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.